everyone, my name is Sierra Beck, and today I'll be reading Pete the Cat Goes Camping, written and illustrated by James Dean. Let's look at this cover picture right here. Based off this cover picture, can you draw a picture of things that make you think of camping just like the ones here? Pete the Cat Goes Camping. Why do you think that Pete needs this sleeping bag and these hiking boots on his camping trip? Let's find out. Pete is excited to go camping. This is his first time. Don't forget your sleeping bag, says Dad, or your hiking boots, says Mom. The campsite is deep in the woods. Mom and Dad set up the tent. Pete and Bob help collect sticks so they can make a fire later. Let's look. What items or elements would you select or choose to show that Pete and Bob made a fire? Pete and Bob go for a hike. Bob shows Pete the footprints of different animals. Do you think we'll see anything cool? Asks Pete. Maybe, says Bob. Pete and his dad go fishing. They must be very quiet and very still to catch a fish. Fishing takes a long time. They finally catch some fish. Mom builds a fire. She cooks the fish for dinner. It tastes yummy. Next, Pete toasts marshmallows. Pete makes s'mores with chocolate and graham crackers. It starts to get dark out. Bob tells Pete a story about a scary, hairy giant. This giant lives in the woods. His name is Bigfoot. For those of you who don't know who Bigfoot is, Bigfoot lives in the woods or in the forest. He's kind of like half human, half monkey or ape. Do you think Bigfoot lives here? Asks Pete. No one has ever seen Bigfoot, says Bob. Don't let Bob scare you, says Dad. Bigfoot is not real, Mom says. Pete sighs with relief. Whew. But if he is real, I bet he's friendly, says Dad. And likes s'mores too. That's not scary, thinks Pete. Maybe he wants a s'more. Pete leaves one for his hairy friend. Soon it's time for bed. Lights out, boys, says Dad. Bob and Pete share a tent. Pete gets into his sleeping bag. It is cozy, but he cannot sleep. Notice how he can't sleep and his eyes are open and Bob's are closed. The woods seem extra dark, and all the sounds seem extra loud at night. Pete hears a weird swooshing sound. What is that? He asks Bob. That's just the wind, says Bob. Pete hears an odd chirping noise. What is that? He asks out loud. Those are just the crickets. Pete hears a strange hooting sound. What is that? He wonders. That's just an owl. Pete thinks of his friend Owl. Pete hears a loud snapping sound. Crack! What is that? He wonders. But Bob is already fast asleep. Pete listens carefully. Crack! Is it Bigfoot? Pete peeks outside. It is too dark to see anything though. When Pete wakes up, he checks the spot where he left the s'more for Bigfoot. The s'more is gone. Notice how the s'more is gone, but there's something. Let's find out what this is. There is a note. It says, "Thanks for the treat. XOXO." Pete shows his family. Wow, I knew Bigfoot was real, says Bob. Who ate the s'more, and what evidence can you find that proves that? Pete knows Bigfoot is not scary. Just because he looks different does not mean he's scary. He even likes s'mores too. The end. What plan would you have created so you could have picture proof that Bigfoot came to the camp? And after reading this story, decide if you think the footprint on the note was actually Bigfoot's. Do you think it was too small to be Bigfoot's?